Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome to the long-awaited Kyla Collects American Girl collection for summer 2023. If you hear the pets walking around, these dolls are just as much theirs as they are mine, so they might pop in and say hello. Last time I did this was in February of this year and I did it a little bit differently. And today we're doing it differently again because I asked you all here and over on my Instagram which type of format you prefer. And this one that literally so many of you voted on was to see me. So hi, here I am. Anywho, I have been collecting American Girls since 2000 and I took a 10-year hiatus, but I never got rid of my childhood dolls. I kept them literally on display in my room all throughout high school and college. And then I got back into them the Christmas Eve 2019 is when I ordered the girl that is the reason for all of this, and I'll tell you who she is when we get to her. But I'm doing this in chronological order, and some of them have full names, others do not quite yet. Some of them have personalities, others do not quite yet. But to keep this as short as possible, I will just tell you like their name, when I got them, and maybe a fun fact about them if there is one. We have 75 of them to go through. Not bragging at all. Some were gifts, most of which I have purchased a majority of this collection myself, so that is kind of how this is going to go. I usually do a lot of bargaining, sales, secondhand, a lot of things like that. But anyway, let's jump right on into the one who started it all. For Christmas of 2000, my mom and dad got me Margaret Mildred Kittridge, and this is my childhood girly. So basically, really quickly, I want to tell you guys when I film these, because of my visual impairment, I can't really see like what is going on. So hopefully everything works out. If not, I don't know. But anyway, this is Kit. They got her because she looked the most like me, because believe it or not, I used to have short hair. I know, weird, right? Anyway, my brother actually gave her a little haircut here, so that's her fun fact, but she is extremely well loved. She's been through the most, and a lot of people have said, why don't you send your original dolls to the doll hospital? I am too afraid to do that. Like, not, I don't know. My original 10 are very, very special to me, and I don't ever want anything to happen to them, so they're chilling with me. But she got an upgrade recently this year, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Yeah, but this is Kit. This is the OG. Then on my very first trip to the AG Place Chicago with my great aunts and my second cousins, they bought me Kirsten, and this was my favorite out of my original 5. Like, oh my god, these are not her original boots. But yeah, if you couldn't tell, she's balding and everything, and this was my favorite because this was my first doll with long hair, so you can imagine she's very special to me. Then some point, I believe in 2003, she was either for my birthday or Christmas, my mom and dad got me Molly McIntyre, and this is my childhood Molly. And as I've said previously, I used to play with her and Kirsten as Laura and Mary from Little House on the Prairie, so that's Molly's little fun fact. For Christmas of 2004, my parents got me Samantha Parkington and Nellie O'Malley. So Nellie was my first Josefina mold, and Nellie is actually the tallest of all my dolls because she measures in at 19 inches instead of 18. And these two outfits are from my childhood collection. So Samantha and Nellie are actually the collection that I have the most clothes for. And fun fact about this girl as well, I love her. She has a sticky eye, so sometimes it looks like she's winking at you. The next year for Christmas, Santa got me Felicity and my parents got me Elizabeth. She was waiting under the Christmas tree. Yes, they're wearing each other's outfits simply because I don't have any other clothes for them and their collections are quite hard to come by. Fun fact about her is this is not her original Felicity wig. Yes, it is one from the same era of doll she is, but her original one was like splitting down the middle and it was absolutely terrifying. So a friend of mine actually sent me this one. So yeah, in true Kyla Collects fashion, it's not glued down, but it's fine. In 2006, my parents got me Emily Bennett for Christmas, and I love this doll. I absolutely adore her. 2 pieces, red hair and blue eyes are my favorite doll combination, so I love Emily Bennett so much. Hopefully I said 2006 in Emily's clip. If not, she was from 2006. And Julie was from 2007. This is my original Julie from that era. Fun fact though, this isn't her original top. I don't know where that went. This is a gift from Lynn Life, and Julie was one of my favorites as a kid because of her super, super long hair, but I think like Kirsten and Elizabeth were my top tiers, but I remember playing a lot with Julie because of her long hair, and I would love to own another Julie wig because it's so easy to maintain. For Christmas of 2008, our grandparents on my mom's side got each of us girls an American Girl, and I acquired Ivy Ling, Julie's best friend. I always prefer Ivy to Julie, and I adore her so much. If you own an Ivy, you know how special she is, but mine actually didn't come out of her meet outfit until 2019. Christmas of 2009, my last year, I did get a historical Rebecca, and I kept her. I loved her, but then when I started recollecting dolls, I wanted to customize her because her wig was just awful. And I did that, didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. So there is a Rebecca, she's coming because my historical collection is complete. So I will show you the Rebecca in time. But December 23rd of 2019, I was at work and Kirsten Larson just popped into my head. So I looked up American Girl, saw that basically my entire childhood historical collection was retired for the most part or revamped. And I was like, what the heck? So then I went on and I was like, I discovered AG-Tube. And Christmas Eve morning, I went ahead and I ordered Blair Wilson, Girl of the Year 2019, because I thought she was going to retire, because when I was a child, that is how it went, but it's a little bit different now. So this is Sophia Catelyn James. Yes, she is renamed Blair. I don't know why I did that, but ever since then, she's been Sophia, and her name is a combination of a bunch of Game of Thrones characters and actors, and she is the reason we are here today, and her hair is not in the Blair curls because it kind of sets her apart from the Blair Wilsons of the world, and I adore her, and she gives off major Sophie Turner vibes, so hence why her name is Sophia. That was the morning of Christmas Eve, 2019. The night of Christmas Eve, I won an eBay auction with an Isabel Palmer doll. So this is Isabel Madison Palmer, but she also doubles as Mini Kyla because, as you can see, I have swapped her eyes to match my eye color, and this necklace she has on is my actual childhood historical necklace. So she is Mini Me. She's the first doll I ever fixed up and restored, and I have a very, very special place in my heart for her. I have been thinking, though, about getting like an actual Isabel and doing a little bit of a remodification as to who my Mini Me is, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. New Year's Eve 2019, I was in Hawaii chilling on a beach. You guys know the story. That's why I'm trying to get through these ones super, super quickly. I found Leah Clark on eBay and I bought her for $65 and she was in pristine condition. And she is actually the first doll I ever took photos of. She was the first doll I posted with on AGIG. So she's pretty iconic and I love Leah Clark. January of 2020, I went to the American Girl Place Chicago with my best friend. It had been my first time there in over a decade, and I picked out Eleanor Page Larkin, so this is my renamed Mary Ellen. And because it just spiraled out of control from there on Facebook Marketplace, I found McKenna Celine Brooks, Girl of the Year 2012, and she was actually purchased with the next doll you're going to see in a second. McKenna was purchased with Caroline Grace Abbott, and I promise you all, I'm sending her to the doll hospital. She can go because she's not one of my original childhood dolls, but I want a new wig with the pristine curls. But Caroline has a reputation for knocking over dolls that she's next to, so that's Caroline's fun fact. She's pure trouble. For my birthday in January of 2020, my parents bought me Joss Kendrick, whom I have changed into Mariska Hargitay, yes, from Law & Order. You guys know. If you've been here, you know. My cat is named Olivia Benson, so it's only fitting that the doll is named after the actress. I love her. Yes, she's probably covered in cat hair because I do so much with her. February of 2020. Yeah, just regular 2020, sorry. I used my first batch of rewards to buy Lucy Quinn Mitchell. So yes, this is a renamed Nenea doll. And I typically don't rename the historicals and Girl of the Years like from my childhood. However, the ones that were out when I wasn't collecting, I do rename. So this is Lucy and she's adorable. April of 2020. Again, I received my very first custom. So this is Penelope Rose Ewing, and I bought her from Dallas Doll Co., formerly known as It's a Doll Life, over on Instagram. And Penelope was very big on my channel and my Instagram a long, long time ago. I will say I don't use her as much anymore, but I will never get rid of her because she was my first custom and she's very important to me. If you've been here for a little bit, you know that in between that time I did buy dolls, but I have since sold them. So in May of that year, I bought Angel Nicole Newman, and she is my custom Joss mold. She was also bought from Dallas Doll Co. over on Instagram, and her eyes have often been dubbed enchanting and or creepy. In June, I was on Facebook again, and I did manage to find a Kaya. This outfit was sent to me by an incredible subscriber who I also consider a very dear friend. So Ruthie, if you're watching this, she's still rocking it because I love it. Anywho, I bought her with a Josefina that I no longer have because I customized her, but I will be the first to admit I did not like this doll when I was a kid. Now, she is the legend here on this channel. We love Kaya. We support everything Kaya does, and we just I love her. Seriously, everyone needs a Kaya. Like, I don't even care. I want to get a second one to modernize so bad. And I actually, this might be the year. I don't know. June 25th. Yes, I remember the day because it was her release day. I bought Truly Me 83. So this is Sienna Allison West, and I adore her so much. Yes, she was purchased with 84, whom I have since sold, and she went to a lovely home, so don't worry, Zoe is doing fantastic. Anyway, Sienna is actually fraternal twins with my renamed Kira Bailey, who you will see very soon. But this, my friends, let me tell you, this is still the best Truly Me doll to this day. And I own some pretty, I don't like to use the word rare, but I own some pretty sought after Truly Me dolls. And let me tell you, none of them compare to my Sienna. None of them. In July of 2020, this lovely lady arrived on my doorstep. So this is Merlot Augustine Carrington, and she arrived the day Taylor Swift released Folklore. So she's very important to me. Anywho, Merlot is a custom that I had Vanessa of Dallas Doll Co make for me. So she is an 84, you guys know the story, and basically she was designed around her name. I don't really have an opinion on the drink Merlot, but she's Merlot, and she was at the time, she was very different to my collection. Like, there wasn't anybody like her. Now she kind of has her own little following, and I call them the Rebels. In August, I found Marie Grace Gardner brand new on Mercari in box for $130. I typically don't share how much I spend on dolls unless it's like a crazy deal. I tell the story all the time. I thought I was getting scammed. Luckily, I was not, and I acquired my very first Marie Grace mold, and I adore her so, so much. She's seriously incredible, underrated, and I would love more Marie Grace customs. Still in August, I received Yasmin Mariah Weaver, and she was my first kind of major face-up custom. So she was created by Seb of Seb Repaints. I love Yasmin. Yasmin still holds the title of my most expensive doll, and I will not tell you how much I paid for her, but she's very important because she is my most expensive doll, and she is the one people want to steal from my collection. I get questions a lot. Would you ever sell Yasmin? Is Yasmin for sale? No, you guys, she's not going anywhere. I hate to tell you. And yes, she is the first that was named after the Bratz dolls. So we're in August of 2020. However, in March of 2020, I bought a Kanani off eBay. No, she was from Facebook, sorry. And I didn't really bond with her, so I customized her with the help of Dallas Doll Co because she popped her eyes in. I couldn't do that. But this is Chloe Colette Dickens, and a lot of people love Chloe. Her head actually got stuck in like shipping for a month, and her head was just missing. It was a weird situation. But yeah, so technically I got her in March, but I put her here because in August of 2020 is when Chloe actually came to fruition. On her release day in 2020, I bought Rhiannon Sarah Nicks. Yes, her entire rename is based off of Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac. So anywho, this is Courtney. No, or basically Rhiannon, but anyway, nothing is wrong with her hair. I just like it like this, okay? I think it's a lot easier to manage, and a lot of people say, oh my God, send her to the doll hospital, you ruined her. No, she kind of has crazy hair, and she likes that. That's her personality. Also in September, I bought my first Sonali mold. This is 67 Simone Bindi Houston, and I adore her so much. Super cute. I used rewards points on her, and her name actually used to be Bindi Simone, but I decided she looked more like a Simone than a Bindi, so I changed them. My footage for the next 3 dolls somehow got corrupted, so I do apologize. These will be a little bit different. For Christmas of 2020, my mom and dad got me Primrose Harmony Carter. She is a custom that was made by Small Friends. He did her face up, and then Allison of AG Primrose gave her this wig, and I absolutely adore her. You guys know she's an icon here on the channel and one of my favorites in my collection. Then in February of 21, I purchased Vienna, and she is my renamed Kira Bailey. Like I said, she is fraternal twins with Sienna, my 83. I have a fun fact about her that I'm sure a lot of you know by now. Basically, her hair got caught in my Roomba, and her wig has never been the same. And I have several Kira wigs saved in my Mercari cart. I just can't decide which one I want, and I haven't bought one yet. The same day I bought Vienna, I also bought Adeline. So this is my Addie doll. I absolutely adore Be Forever Addie. She is one of my favorites. She's incredible. I really wish I would have gotten her as a child, but I do actually prefer the Be Forever version a little bit more. In March or April of 21, I found a 38 on Facebook, and this is Virginia, aka Ginny, and fun fact about her is Lynn Life's 38 is Georgia, and this one's Virginia, and they are Ginny and George. Basically, that's some Harry Potter reference that Koa understands and I don't because I have no Harry Potter knowledge whatsoever, but we love them. 38s are amazing, and I will never give her up. She's another one I receive questions on a lot. Will you get rid of her? Are you going to sell her? No, I looked so long for her and I still can't believe I have her sometimes. So no, Ginny is not going anywhere, I promise. When AG announced that they were re-releasing the 6 originals for the 35th anniversary, I secretly wanted them all, but I contained myself. Basically, Kirsten, this is my upgraded Kirsten. This and one other doll I consider my collector's dolls. I don't do anything with them. They kind of just chill there. This Sorry doll is actually from her nighttime accessories from my childhood because I do have Kirsten's bed. However, if there is a re-release of Kirsten clothes, or if I get new clothes for her, I'm more likely to put them on her than the original one because I take pictures of her. I don't take pictures of my original Kirsten for obvious reasons, but if you had to ask me to choose any doll in my collection, it would be this one. After Kirsten, Allison of AG Primrose again was selling some dolls, and she had 79 on for sale. So this is Remy, Kaylani, Akina, and she's actually cousins with my Kanani, who you will see a little bit later. So Remy, actually, I got her and then I moved. So Remy's video was on my channel and it was the last thing I posted for like 2.5 months. So this girl kept the channel alive. We love Remy. She's so cute, super unique. Absolutely adore her. I purchased 2 dolls in between Remy and this one, and I did not film anything for them. And they were the first dolls I purchased when I moved into my house. However, I have since sold both of them. Anywho, this is Francesca Michelle Corinthos, and she is a custom Jess mold with a Kaya wig. This is why I want a modern Kaya right here. Francesca is another Sebri Paints custom, and I purchased her from an Instagram seller in June or July of 21. In July of 21, I purchased Opal Melody Reed, done by Pixie Meadow Dolls over on Instagram. I believe that's the username. It was something else and then it changed. But anyway, Opal is a custom Jess, and people often say, oh, that's Mini Kyla. No, she is tan. I am not. She has the Jess face mold. I'm more of a classic girly. So anyway, 35th anniversary Kirsten is my favorite, but if I had to pick a second one, it's Opal. I do everything with her. She was gonna come to Hawaii with me, but then there was like a whole discrepancy, so she couldn't. But hopefully this year she could come, because Opal, I really want you to see Hawaii. But anyway, I love her. She is the prettiest custom doll I've ever seen. I adore everything about her, and I could make a whole video about why I'm obsessed with her, but we're not here for that. Speaking of dolls I'm obsessed with, this is 85, and her name is Ruby Denai Aduba, and she is the cutest. The curls, the mold, the yellow dress on her just makes her look like the cutest, happiest Addie mold I've ever seen. I love Ruby so much. Her wig is one of my favorites. It's so nice and beautiful and bouncy. You guys, I waited a 1.5 years to get her. I was an idiot. Now, you can't get her because she's retired, but you can find her. I promise you, she's amazing. She's worth it and extremely photogenic. In August of 20, I found a number 30's head on eBay. I fixed her up as best I could. I put her on a Mia St. Clair body, and Lilith Clementine King was born. She is the first, well, technically she's the middle sister of the King sisters. They're not triplets, they're just sisters, but you will see them a little bit later. I love Lilith. Her entire name is an ode to Halsey songs. Lilith happens to be my favorite Halsey song, so I was like, yeah, I love her. I think like she is one of the most superior Jess molds ever, and she's amazing. Still in the summer of 21, I know. This is Daisy Esther Ellison, and she was my Melody Ellison that I bought. I had some rewards. I adore her. She's very cute. I love her curl, not her curls, oh my gosh, her flip. I love her flip. She's very unique. I'm a big Melody Ellison collection fan as well. So she's so cute. I adore her. At the end of the summer of 21, I bought a lot of 4 dolls, which I no longer have the others anymore, but I specifically bought them for Kanani. So this is my replacement. Her name is Kanani Kawaii Akina because that is my favorite Hawaiian island. And again, she is cousins with Remy, my 79. I adore her so much. Do I think she's overrated? Sometimes, but then I look at mine and I'm like, yeah, you're pretty cute. On release day, I bought Yvette Cora Peters, and she was my favorite from the World by Us line. She spoke to me, specifically her gray eyes, and of course her hair. And a lot of people ask me, how do you take care of Yvette's hair? Here's my secret. I don't touch it. I don't do anything with it. I've never even taken a photo of her, which is really dumb because I need to. This outfit just screams Yvette so much. It was sent to me by a lovely subscriber, but I love her. I do like the other two dolls in her line. I don't know if I'll ever get them, but I adore Yvette so much. Don't be scared of her hair, okay? You can do it. You can. November of 21, I went to a concert with a bunch of my family members, and then we stayed in Chicago the next day, and I convinced them to go to American Girl. So it was me, my parents, and my aunt and uncle, and we were all in American Girl, and it was a great experience. I bought 61, so this is Lolita, and she was named after an actress I really like, so, and the Lana Del Rey song, pretty much. I love her. I will advocate for her. She is amazing. 61 is truly just, oh my God, I love her so much. Like, and the red hair, okay, the red hair, you guys, like, this is my little Lolita, and I love her so freaking much.
Shortly after Lolita, I bought Mercedes from Small Sophia over on Instagram. She was created by Small Dolls, so this is the only doll I have that Teddy has created, and I'm very sorry. Again, something happened to her footage.
Corinne Jupiter Tan was actually purchased on release day from the AG Place Orlando for our family vacation that year. We went to Orlando, and I went with my mom and my sister. It was only like a half an hour away from our hotel, and everybody was asking, what do you want to do in Florida? I'm like, I want to go to the American Girl store on release day. So she is named after Jupiter, Florida, like her middle name, but I've never been there, but I thought it was cute, and it's an ode to kind of where she came from. So Corinne is very special because, you know, she's the only like doll I've ever gone on release day to get, so that's my little Corinne, and I love her face mold. The next 6 dolls are a little bit of a unique situation. So this is Marissa Luna, and she actually came to like our family in her release year, as did all the other ones you're about to see. So my little sister exclusively collected Girl of the Years with one exception. I was the historical girly, she was the gaudy. So I begged her for years to let me have her 6 dolls. I even offered to buy them from her because I was like, please, can I have them? Well, finally, she gave them to me. So this is Marissa Luna. My sister was 3 when she got her, so I've debated on sending my sister 6 to the doll hospital, but again, I'm not entirely sure. They're not mine, so I don't really know. They're in my collection for now. In 2006, she received a Girl of the Year for that year, Jess McConnell, for Christmas, and I loved her. I loved her little face mold back then, and it's still my favorite. So this is the originator, as I say, of the Jess mold. Our Jess is really fun because she has, I say our Jess because they're still hers, but I kind of, you know, they're living with me. She has stuffing that comes out of her neck, and no matter what I do, it just chills there. So, you know, she really should probably go to the doll hospital, but it's fine. Yep, you guessed it, Christmas of 2007, my sister got Nikki Fleming, and I remember reading the Nikki Fleming book because if you don't know, Nikki's story also relates to guide dogs, and I myself have a guide dog. She has since been retired, but she still lives with me. You guys all know my beautiful Winter. So even back then, I was, you know, kind of playing around with the idea. So I remember reading Nikki's story. Then, I don't actually know, like it had to have been in 2008 sometime, we went to an American Girl tea that was put on, and we all entered into a raffle to win Mia St. Clair. My sister won. I wanted this doll so bad. I would take her, I would play with her, I would get in trouble for playing her because she was Jordan's, she wasn't Kyla's. Well, you know what? I finally bought myself a Mia when I started collecting again. I didn't like that Mia. I wanted this Mia specifically. Why? I don't know. Like, my sister played with her so much. Like, she's not perfect, but I finally have this Mia, and if I have to give all my sister's dolls back, I will pay her for this doll to keep her. And she probably won't let me do it because she knows how much I love this doll, but I love Mia St. Clair so much. For Christmas of 2008, the year I got Ivy from our grandparents, my sister got Kit's best friend, Ruthie Smithens. Now, my sister is technically the reason I have completed the historical collection because I don't really know if I'd go out of my way to buy Ruthie Smithens. So thank you, Jordan. I really appreciate that. My sister's last doll was Sonali Matthews, Girl of the Year, best friend. So a lot of people are surprised when I say I have a Sonali because I don't show her off a lot because I do really want to send her to the doll hospital. She was my sister's favorite from her collection. So she's been through the ringer, but she can still stand and hold a pose. But yes, I do own a Sonali. In fact, like I do own one. She does exist. Right after I acquired those ladies, I found the most magical thing on the internet. An eBay auction with a Cecile. I paid under $200 for her. Now, it was just Cecile, okay? She didn't come with anything, but I sat there and I prayed and prayed, and I remember I was at my grandparents when I won her, and I jumped off the couch and I was like, I won. And my grandparents, I was living with them at the time when I got back into the world of dolls. I was just visiting them when I bought Cecile, but my bedroom there, I had all of them. If you were there, you remember I had all of them on my headboard in my room. And my grandpa, he has like this serious joke, like so many eyes. That's what he calls them. He calls them the eyes. Okay. So they've always been like two of my biggest supporters when it comes to this. So they were very excited for me. And my grandma is always one that's telling me, you know, shop for deals and things like that. So I was very happy to be with them when I got Cecile. Is she perfect? No, but Marie Grace has her bestie, and I got a Cecile for a really nice deal. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. For my birthday that year, my great aunt and uncle brought me Josefina Montoya. So this is a Be Forever Josefina. I got her as a gift because my great aunt Margaret is actually also an adult doll collector and has like, her husband will give her dolls for Christmas or her birthday or whatever, and it's so cute. I love it. It's adorable. So they wanted to help contribute to my completing the historical collection. So they found her, and she was new in the box, and she was perfect, and I love this Josefina so much. I need to get her more clothes, honestly, because she's never been in anything else. I need more Josefina clothes. So in February of I think we're 21. We're in 22 at this point, right? Yes. Okay. Sorry. February of 22, it was only natural that I bought Rebecca Gray Rubin again. So this is my Be Forever Rebecca. I adore her so much more than the original. I'm a huge Rebecca fan. Oh my God, I love Rebecca Rubin. Her collection is one I always gravitate towards. Yeah, she's like Nellie. They're still in their pajamas. I think it's cute because I bought her with these. So you know what? I love her. I love her a lot. Somewhere around there, I bought this custom Sev Paints base off of Instagram, and I gave her this wig. So this is Isla, and I love her, but I have been thinking either giving her a Kiara or a Julie wig, so let me know what you all think down below, because I could very easily transform her into Mini-Me, even though she is a Josefina mold, but I'm a classic mold, but you know what? It could work, okay? We're just gonna pretend it could work, but I love her, she's cute, but again, I'm thinking Josefina, and oh my God, that's her mold. I am thinking a Julie or possibly an Isabel Palmer wig or even a Kiara one. I don't really know what I want to do with her quite yet. Ainsley is a truly me, or just like you 15 rather. I had a couple dolls in my lifetime that I never thought I would ever be able to get my hands on. She is one of them. I purchased her for like 130 something, including shipping. Perfect condition, no issues. I believe she is a newer version of 15, but I don't care. I think she is one of the most unique things ever created. Why, you ask? Because she's one of the very few dolls American Girl has created without a part, and she is a classic mold with textured hair. I'm going to say this now because I've received some really awful comments saying, her hair is fried, you ruined it, blah, blah, blah. No, you guys, her hair is beautiful and textured and perfect, and I adore her so much. And if you can find her, pick her up, please. Ainsley is also one of the girls that is named after a Law & Order actress like Mariska and Lolita. This is Esme, and yes, she is named after Twilight. She is Truly Me 81, and I bought her with some rewards points that one of my very best friends gave me. He's an absolute gem, and I adore him 2 pieces. She was on sale, and then he gave me those rewards, so I will always think of Christopher when I look at this doll, and actually another one you'll see pretty soon. This is Ella, and she is another one of my dolls that I'm ridiculously obsessed with. She's my 26. She was my first perma panty girl. I have 2 perma panties now, but she was the first one. It's okay. Doesn't make me love her any less. I bought her new in box from a friend of mine over on Instagram. I love her. She is, I don't know why they for some reason just don't mix and match with the skin tones and face molds and hair and all that stuff very much. They're just not very brave when it comes to experimenting, because this is incredible. Ella, you are an absolute masterpiece, and she's very cutesy. She's one of my cutesy girls, so she really likes flowers and stuff. I adore her. She's perfection. Summer of 22, I received Grace Lillian Thomas from my cousin. So basically, I have a lot of cousins, you guys know this, but they're all younger than I am. So my cousin Lily actually knew that I needed her to kind of get closer to completing my Girl of the Year collection. And she's kind of grown out of dolls, so she gave me Grace, so that's why her middle name is Lillian, because I already had Lilith, and this is Grace, and I didn't want to, you know, rename her, but I love Grace Thomas. She's incredible. I adore her collection so much, and she is sporting some Speak Now Taylor's Version merch because that's what we do in this household. Shortly after Grace, I received a package in the mail from Linlife. So Koa had purchased a couple of dolls at the Mattel store like months and months prior to her sending me this one. So this is a 62. Her name is Navy, and I adore her so much. She, again, like 26, you know, they're like 26, 62. It's so funny. But anyway, she is like so cute. So again, I don't understand. Why don't they play around with combinations? Anywho, like I said, this is Navy. I did pay Koa for her, but she sent her to me and it was just really cute. So like, I adore her. I never thought I'd get her, and thanks to my doll collecting bestie, I was able to get her in great condition. She was brand new in box. I love her so much. Yeah, so this is my little Navy baby. On her release day of last year, I bought the iconic Clawdy Wells American Girl. Why don't you love her as much as the community does? I adore her. I did so many videos dedicated to Clawdy because that's how obsessed I was with her. I'm still obsessed with her. I actually recently took her out for photos. You can find those over on my Instagram. I love her. She's so cute. I just got this outfit for her. This is incredible. I adore it. I adore her. Love the collection. Just she's incredible, and they need to pay more attention to her, please. On release day for all the new Truly Me's, I went ahead and bought 118. So this is Kiara. So Kiara was actually bought with a 110. I have since sold Nymeria, so she is she's not here anymore. But Kiara was like my dream because I always wanted a lighter skinned Nenea mold, and there wasn't a way to really do that unless you dyed the doll, which I was not about to do. But I love Kiara. She's amazing. She is the best out of the new revamped Truly Me dolls. I adore 118. In September of last year, I went ahead and bought Roxy from an Instagram seller. She was created by Small Friends, so she's another Omar creation. I have 2 of them in my collection now. Roxy is very, very unique. I adore her. She has a couple tattoos, and up until a couple of months ago, she was my only doll with tattoos. So she was my first one, and yes, she's named after the Bratz doll, like Yasmin and Chloe. Somewhere around September and October of last year, I received this 64 brand new in box from a subscriber. It was like one of the most magical moments of my life. So this is Kumi. She's again named after the Bratz doll. She is the youngest in the King sisters. So far you have met Lilith, the middle, and Kumi, the youngest. The oldest one is coming up, don't worry. But she's a 64, absolutely adore her. For Christmas of last year, my incredible friend that sent me Mari was cleaning out his AG collection, and he sent me number 24. So this is Mari. I love her so much. She is incredibly, she's not overrated, but she's not underrated. I think she's very well appreciated. A lot of people think she's just super beautiful and perfect, and I do as well. I love her very, very much. And her name is spelled like Marie, but you pronounce it Mari because she's named after an Australian character on a TV show I like. For Christmas of last year, again, my family was in Chicago for 2 days before we took off to go to Hawaii. So what did I do again? I convinced my family to go to American Girl. Now I'm talking my siblings, my parents, my grandparents, my aunt and uncle, and their 5 kids. It was incredible. I literally would not change it for the world. It was so fun to go around there and like show my dad, hey, I walked up to the historical case. I'm like, I own every doll in here. And he was like, no, you don't. I was like, dude, yeah, I do. Anyway, this is 102. So this is Charlotte Sarandon. Yes, she is named after Susan Sarandon, who I adore. Anywho, this is Charlotte. I wanted 33 for so long, but I think there's just something super magical about 102. I adore her. Charlotte is just, she's so precious, you guys. When I was in Hawaii, this girl dropped. So this is Cora, and yes, she is a renamed Covey Sherman doll. I love her. I woke up at 5 a.m. in Hawaii to do a video on her from my hotel room because I was so obsessed with her. I love her. I did theater and acting myself as a kid, so I adore her. She is like such a fun doll. She became like one of my favorites instantly. She's a really good like travel companion doll. I adore her so much. At the end of January this year, I finally found a number 40 online. I think I got her on Mercari. Yes, so this is Ada. Ada is the oldest of the King sisters. Ada is also named after my favorite character from The Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. So I adore her. I'd always wanted a number 40. She's just so cute, and she's very much like, I think she's probably the most proper of the King sisters. So this is Nora and Nova Hoffman, and I didn't buy them on release day. I bought them a couple days before their release day when the website has some strange glitch, and I just went ahead and I bought them. So I love them. They are pretty much, Nora is still very girly and very, you know, like me. And then Nova is very unlike me. Her shirt, yes, it does say I wouldn't marry me either because it is a Taylor Swift lyric. And she is wearing a folklore inspired dress, both made by the iconic Cypher Crimson, who I will never stop raving about. Then, shortly after I acquired those two, another magical thing occurred on the internet. I found a number 4 for like under 300. I think, I don't remember exactly what I paid for her, but if you don't know, this doll goes for ridiculously amount of money, and like that shouldn't be a thing. She also came with her necklace. Now we think she is one of the original dolls, but we're not entirely sure, and by we I mean me and you all. So this is Marjorie. Yes, she is named after the Taylor Swift song. I just thought it was really cool. We call her Marge for fun. She's cute, she's fun. I love taking pictures of her. She's amazing, in really, really great condition. I think I did like wash her hair just because it had like a smell. But other than that, she's like totally fine. I adore her so much. Her limbs are great. She's fun, she's squishy, and I just love her. This spring, someone I follow on Instagram was selling his dolls, so I do believe he did customize her. I can't remember his name, so I do apologize. But this is Karma, and yes, she's named after the song that she's wearing the shirt for. But anyway, she, again, like I said, up until a certain point, Roxy was my only girl with tattoos, but Karma has a lot of them. She has like a lot more like on her shoulder and stuff, but obviously the shirt covers it. It took a little while to name her, but I think she has like the perfect name going on. She's really cool. She gives off a certain type of energy that I'm not gonna say because I do advertise as family friendly, but you know. When American Girl brought Kittridge back, I knew I had to do the same thing I did with her as I did for Kirsten. So this is the birthday edition of Kittridge. So basically what I've decided to do is I think my original dolls, like my first 4 and then possibly 5 if I can find a good Nelly, I would like to get revamped and upgraded versions of. Kind of toying with the Be Forever Samantha and Molly, but I'm not entirely sure yet. But this is Kit. I love her, I adore her, and I'm very, very glad that Kirsten has like a collector buddy. Next 3 dolls are from this year's benefit sale. No, I did not go, but with the help of Koa Linlife, again, I was able to get 3 dolls. She picked them out, so they are very, very special to me. I obviously did pay her for them, but anyway, I got Truly Me 47. So this is Sasha. Yes, totally named after the Bratz doll. Love her. I was very, very impressed by her. She was on my wish list, but I wasn't sure how I'd feel about her, and let me tell you, absolute perfection right here. Also able to get number 49. So this is Tatiana. I love her. She's very, very cute. Super unique combination with the tan skin, blue eyes, and dark hair. Yeah, this is Tatiana, and I adore her. And my most recent doll, and the one I got from the benefit sale, is London. So this is my number 31. She was one of my Grail dolls for so long. I adore her so much. And if anybody asks, the outfit is by Cypher Crimson. Again, I adore this outfit. I put her in this and I was like, yes. London is kind of my current obsession right now. That's why I picked her for last, because I saved one of the best for last. I love her. I really thought I would never get a 31. I don't know why, because she's actually kind of common on the secondhand market, but oh my god, I adore her. There you have it, my friends, my updated collection for summer of 2023. Please remember that this was not to brag. I enjoy these dolls. I enjoy sharing them with all of you because it is so much fun to get to talk to others about things we're passionate about. Again, keep your comments positive, polite, and respectful to myself and each other down below. Let me know who your favorite doll in my collection is, and please remember to give this video a big thumbs up if you have not already. Tap that notification bell and hit that subscribe button to join the fam. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.